What is up, you guys? How is everybody doing? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day as always. And if you guys are new, my name is Myra. I actually brought you guys a brand new video with this a brand called Calavera, which is actually a Mexican craft beer. We're actually going to be trying them out today. So we actually have a Mexican lager, which is just pretty much a regular lager. We've got a blonde ale, name pretty much says it all. And then we've got a Imperial Stout, we've got a Munich Dunkel, and then a Belgian IPA. So we're going to be trying them out today and to see how they taste, if brand Calavera is worth it. Right off the bat, I'm actually kind of seeing here that they're not all really net leveled. Like this one has a lot more than all of them, and this one has a lot less. So there's just small details like that, but yeah, we're gonna be trying them out now and see how that goes. So let's start with the Mexican lager. Which, like I mentioned, it's pretty much like a normal lager, except they just use like Mexican yeast, you could say. Yeah, it's pretty much like I said, a lager. What I do know is that the Mexican lager did come about because American home brewers wanted to create kind of like that Corona, Tecate type of beer. So that is how the term Mexican lager came about, but it's just pretty much a normal lager. So let's open it up. Let's see if there's any smoke on it. Oh, that was pretty nice. Okay. So it's as far as the foam goes, I mean, it's like a pinky sized foaming. As you can see, it is a very kind of golden color, golden brown, but there's a lot of gas in it, so they must have put quite a bit of priming. Oh, that smells delicious. So basically, a lager can give you a lager as well as an IPA can probably give you like a tropical fruity type of flavor. This one, okay, so it's kind of like a fresh light beer, kind of like a little bit what's it called, a little bit bitter, but also it says here it's got kind of like floral flavors. So Mexican lager. Okay, so it all died down. It is a pretty dark gold. It smells delicious, I can tell you that. Yeah, for sure. It's a little bit hazy as the gas starts to lower. It's starting to get a little bit hazy, and you can. It is very light, but also like it says, you can really feel that what's it called, that bitterness. Sorry, and yeah, it does taste very fresh. Like I'm in a very hot place, and this could really refresh me. Like no joke, it does refresh you very well. That tastes very good. So we're gonna put that aside for right now. Next up, we've got the blonde ale, this is pretty much compared to this one. I'm pretty sure that this one's gonna be a whole lot more lighter than the last one. It is gonna be more bitter as well as more tropical. So okay, yeah, like I said, it's got some notes of tropical tropical fruit flavor in there. So, oh, they use the Galaxy hops. So those are very, very fruity. So let's see. Smoke. Oh, it was okay. Let's try it out. Let's see how this one. This one, it is a lot more lighter. As you can see, not very much foam. Not very much foam, maybe like a pinky sized. As you can see in this one is hazy. A little bit more hazy than this one. This one's just straight up very light. They're color-wise, they are pretty much the same. You could say this one, it's just the hazy part about it that darkens the Mexican lager. This one's pretty light. Oh, you can totally smell those tropical flavors. It just smells amazing. Mm-hmm. Oh wow. Yep. So I mean, like bitter wise, I think this one's still a little bit more bitter than this one. Though the reason behind that is because of I feel like it's because of the tropical fruit. It does make it more kind of like a sweet and sour. This one is more bitter, just a tiny bit more bitter, but it does taste. You do taste a little tropical, and then the aftertaste, it just kind of stays in the back of your throat, like that little bitter taste. So it's good. So this one's the blonde ale, and this one's the Mexican lager. Once it starts to clear out, right now this one is hazy. This one is a little bit more clear now. So I'm guessing it's just because of the gas that they get hazy. But overall, I think I like this one better. I just really love like tropical, I like fruity beers overall. This one's amazing. Now, the Imperial Stout. So the one that I like the least. Well, I mean, let's try it out. This one is definitely more bitter. It's probably the most bitter one out of all of the beers. Like I mentioned, the stouts are normally pretty dark, black almost. There is two different types, the Imperial Stout and then there's the Milk Stout, which the Milk Stout is a little bit more creamier, a little bit more of like a coffee type of flavor. And this one in particular, I believe is chocolate. So it does have some hints of chocolate. So, and chili. Okay, so let's try it out. Ugh. No! I just ruined the little smoke part of it, but it's okay. Yep, definitely black. I mean, look at that. Foam wise, it does foam very well. It does smell just a tad bit of chocolate, which I'm not a big chocolate fan. Honestly, I don't eat a lot. I do eat it. I'm not gonna lie, I do eat it, but I don't eat it as much as other people. It's definitely black, like 100% it's black. I mean, you don't get a lot of like aroma out of it, except that just tiny little hint of chocolate. But let's see. Okay, I taste it now. Yeah, I get, it's very, very bitter, but I believe that the grains are roasted, so that's what really gets it this type of color. Also, the type of hops that they use Okay, yeah, I've got that chocolate. It's not like, I mean, it doesn't taste like that chocolate bar type of chocolate, but mostly it tastes like cacao, like those little beans of chocolate before they turn it into a chocolate bar. That's what it tastes like. Not like the actual chocolate, but yeah, you really get that roasted flavor out of it, which I'm not a huge fan of. I personally am not a fan of. Like I mentioned, I love fruity types, very light beers. This one for sure is not my favorite out of all of them. It's just very bitter and very bitter. but I mean, it's good. It is good. I feel like someone who likes chocolate might like it, but like kind of like a dark chocolate flavor. Yeah, I just feel like someone like that would like it a lot more. And then the next up, Munich. So this one is gonna be a little bit more dense, and it's not as bitter as this one. I still have this one at the tip of my tongue, and I just don't like it. But it's not gonna be as bitter. Maybe a little bit more fruital. Yeah, it's kind of like a reddish brown. I didn't know that this one had. Oh, okay. So this is a 5.2 volume alcohol. Wow, this one's a 9, a 4, and a 4.5. That's pretty interesting. A taste of a beer, bread, and a caramel, maybe like a caramel bread. I don't know. Let's just open it up and see. Oh, that smoky effect. That is awesome. So let's see. Okay, yeah, kind of like a reddish brown. Yeah, reddish brownish. Oh, I got the smell. Oh, that smells. I think this one's gonna be my favorite one of them all. Me personally, my favorite beer is the Bohemia Scura, which is kind of a little bit of this color. And I really, really love that beer. It's my favorite one of them all. And this one, just by the smell, I actually got that smell right away. It smells fantastic. Foam wise, it's foamed up pretty well. The bubbles are still going. How much is it? 5.2. So. Okay. It's weird because I get more tropical out of this one than this one, and supposedly this one's the most fruitiest of them all, which is kind of weird, but I like it. This is my favorite. Yeah, I mean, it's very. The thing is, like, for example, between this one and which one is it? This one, I believe. This one's very light and fruity, and this one's a little bit more dense than this one. But the thing is, you get more flavor out of this one. You get more fruit out of this one, which is kind of weird because it's supposed to be kind of like a breadish bread and caramel flavor, but it still tastes better than this one, which is, it's weird. I mean, I don't know, but I like it. Okay, last one. So the last one here, we've got a Belgian IPA, which is pretty much an American beer with it's a normal beer, American beer, just kind of like Belgium inspired, you could say. But it's pretty much the same thing. Color wise, it's gonna be again kind of like this one, maybe a little bit more lighter. It's a little, yeah, it's less, a whole lot more less dense. It's gonna be bitter, more bitter than this one, and more frugal than this one, with notes of pineapple, tangerine, and lime. Okay, so let's try it out. Oh, that's foam. I just love that little foam effect. Not foam. I'm so fucking stupid. What's that called? I don't know, but that little white, that then smoke. I got it. That little smoke effect is pretty badass. Love it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's similar to this one, which this one's the Munich. It does have kind of a little bit lightness to this one, not as much. As you can see, this one's a little bit more lighter. Spume wise, it didn't spume as much. There is definitely some good gas in there. So they all did their priming very well. So if you guys don't know, priming is pretty much when you put in the sugar into the beer, to the yeast, actually, for the yeast to really eat that up and for it to ferment and get that little gassy flavor, the gas and foam and stuff like that. So priming is pretty much the last step that you do when you're making beer. You just boil a little bit of water and sugar, and then put a certain amount onto the bottles, or you could put it all in into the bucket where you're fermenting your beer, and just let it sit for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And just make sure when you guys really, if you guys ever try to make beer, make sure that you do follow the steps as they say, because if you put in too much priming sugar, your beers will explode, and if you put too less, it's just not going to gas up. So make sure you do follow it step by step to make sure that your beer does turn out how you guys want it. I know because in my process, I had to put in like sugar, actual sugar straight into the bottle, and then put in the beer, the fermented beer, for it to gas up. Some of them didn't really go well. Some of them, let's just say, it was my first time making beer, and it'll probably be my last for a little while longer. But yeah. So let's try this beer. Okay. I do kind of get a little bit hint of fruit. Kind of pineapple, yeah. Okay. It's a little bit more bitter than the other one, that's for sure. It's a little bit more bitter than the other, than this one. It kind of competes with this one for sure, but I really don't get any tropical fruit. You can smell it, that's for sure, but I don't taste any fruity flavor, any tropical flavor, none of that. It just tastes all bitter. This one was my favorite for sure, so if I were to put them in order, this one would probably be the first one. So would pretty much be, I don't want to drop these. So this one would be right here. Between these two, this one comes first. So yeah, the cups with the beer would be from favorite to least favorite. This one is the Munich. This one is the blonde ale. This is the Mexican lager. The stout, no, the blonde ale, the Belgian IPA, and then lastly the stout. Yeah, this one just really disappointed me. I thought I was gonna have a lot more like fruital tropical flavors than this one, which this one should have less, but just really disappointed me overall. This is the Calavera brand. If you guys want to try them out, I'll be putting a link down below where you guys can find it as well. I got these out of Walmart actually. I know Walmart and H-E-B sell a lot of like craft beer, mostly H-E-B. If you guys want to go check out over there. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys again for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe. There is a little red button down below. And hit that little bell button so you guys get notified every time that I upload a new video. And that is it for this week. Like I said, comment down below if there's a specific brand, if there's a specific style, or if there's a specific country that you guys want me to try out. Comment them down below. I'd be happy to do that and try and find those beers. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.